5.2 dividing polynomials. Let's go through this worksheet. So in the first one here, we're dividing by a monomial, so all we're going to do is separate it. That's all we're going to do. So 5xy squared over xy minus 2xy over xy plus 2x squared y over xy. Then we should reduce. These x's cancel. 2, 1, right? So you take the bigger one. That one wins. These cancel out. These cancel. And those cancel with 1. So I'm left with 4x on this one. Over here only 2 minus 2. And over here plus 2x. 4y on the first one. That's a mistake. A little too sloppy there. So let's try to make it a little nicer on the next one. So same idea. You're divided by a monomial, so just separate it. 24a cubed b squared over 8ab minus 16a squared b cubed over 8ab. Now what we're going to do is reduce. So 24 divided by 8 is 3. A's, right? So 1 cancels out one of these, there's only 2 left. 1 cancels out one of those, and there's only 1 left. So there's 2 A's and 1 B. 6 divided by 18 is 6 divided by 8 is 2. Cancel that with that one, there's only 1 left. Cancel that with that one, there's only 2 left. So AB squared. And there we go. Now when you divide by non-monomials, like in this case a binomial, a couple ways to do it, you can just factor if you want. But the whole point of this is we're supposed to learn how to do long division. So we'll do long division a couple times, and we'll do synthetic division a couple times. Yeah. So let's do long division here. X squared minus 6x minus 20. And then we'll do synthetic division on this one, on the next one. And x plus 2. So if you're doing long division, the key thing here is look at the first term and the first term there. That's all that really matters, is the first term. So we'll then multiply xy to get x squared. That would be x. X times x is x squared. So now you multiply this x by both of these guys. So x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. Now we gotta watch out, because next we have to do is subtract. Parentheses, subtracting both of them. So it's like a minus x squared and a minus 2x. That's what I like to do. I like to distribute and add down. These cancel. That gets me negative 8x. Bring down the next term, and then we do it just like we would in third grade. You go, well, then multiply xy to get negative 8x. Well, negative 8. Multiply, negative 8x. Multiply, negative 16. Subtract. It becomes a positive 8x, and that becomes a positive 16. These cancel out. I get negative 4. That's my remainder. Now, if you don't want to write like that, the more proper way is negative 8x minus 4 over what you divided by, x plus 2. And there we go. Next one, I'm going to do synthetic division this way. So synthetic division, we start with this guy. So 2a squared minus 4a minus 8. A lot of people want to rewrite it to coefficients. Key thing for me is that the first term always comes straight down, and the last term is your remainder. So what goes over here? Well, you have to do the opposite. Since it's in this form, since it's in binomial form, you have to use negative 1 inside opposite. So bring the first one down, that's a 2. You multiply across. So I get negative 2, then you add down. Negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. Multiply across, 6. Add down, negative 2. So that's my remainder. This is always 1 power less. You started with a squared, now this is an a. So this is 2a minus 6, remainder of negative 2. Or if you want to write nicely, 2a minus 6 minus 2 over what you divided by, 8 plus 1. So there we go. Next one. Synthetic, I guess. So let's do synthetic division on this one. I have all the terms there, so let's write like this. 1, negative 4, 1, negative 2. Now cube might have to go down in order, and we're lucked out that it does go down in order. 3 cubed squared first 0. So that's to go down in order. First term is always bring it down. Last one's always a remainder. Since it's b plus 1, we're going to use negative 1. Bring the first one down. Multiply across, negative 1. Add down, negative 5. Multiply across, 5. Add down 6. Multiply across, negative 6. Add down -8. So now just remember this was always one power less than what you started off as. So this is b squared minus 5b plus 6, the remainder of -8, or b squared minus 5b plus 6 minus, it's a lot of minus remainders, 8 over y divided by b plus 1. So that's my answer there. Next one, if we do synthetic division on this, the 3 is in the way. So if I want to do synthetic division, you have to divide everything by 3. Everything, even the 2. Divide everything by 3. So if we're doing synthetic division, so it looks like this. 2a squared minus a plus 3 divided by a minus 2/3. And now if I want to do synthetic division, I can do synthetic division. So it's like this, you do the opposite, 2/3. 2, negative 1, 3. Bring the first one down, it's my remainder. 2 times 2/3 is 4/3. That's going to be ugly. Minus 1/3 is 1/3. Multiply across, I get 2/9. Plus 3. 3 would be 27 over 9. Which would be 29 over 9. Oh, that's ugly. Did I mess up anything? 2, negative 1, 3. Negative 2/3. Yeah, no, that's it. Just disgusting. So you get 2a plus 1/3 with a remainder of 29 over 9. And then if you want to get rid of that, that's just ugly. So that's doing synthetic division, which sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, you can also do long division, and you should get the same answer though. It's not going to be much prettier. You should get the same. Long division. What am I doing? 6a squared minus 3a plus 9. There's no pretty way around this. It's the same thing. Start off the exact same way. 3a and 6a. Well, then multiply 3a to get 6a. 2a. Multiply to both of them, so I get 6a squared minus 4a. Subtract. I like to distribute, so it's like a negative 6a squared plus a 4a. These cancel. This just gets me a. Bring down the 9. You're like, wait, how do I make 3a into a? Well, you multiply by positive 1/3. Right? So that would get rid of the 3 and make it a. So you multiply this, you get a minus 2/3. Subtract. Becomes plus 2/3. So you get 29 over 9, just like we got over there. So again, no matter which, it works both ways. No matter which way you do it, you end up with the same answer. So sometimes it just looks ugly. This one. So let's see. I want to do this one. Synthetic is the easiest way to do it. It's a shortcut. So let's do synthetic. So I should go down order. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. So let's put 1, coefficient, -3, 2, -4, 4. And then we're dividing since it's like this. That's a divide sign, by the way. Z minus 1 to -1 power just means you divide it. So it's the same thing as saying over Z minus 1. It's a fancy way of saying 1 over Z minus 1, which just means divide. So bring the first one down. Last one's remainder. Since it's Z minus 1, I'm going to use plus 1. Remember, when it's a bottom like that, you do the opposite. So you bring the first one down, multiply across, I get 1. Add down, -2. Multiply across, -2. Add down, 0. Multiply across, 0. Add down, -4. Multiply across, -4. Add down, I get 0. Oh, no remainder for once. Remember, this is always one power less than when you started. So this is z3, and then you just go down order, minus 2z squared. This would be z, but it's not there, so just -4, the constant. And there you go. Synthetic division is great if you know how to use it. These are just review problems for most part. So let's review section 1 real quick. So subtraction, there's a distribute, so it's going to be 5x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 minus 2x cubed plus 4x. So then we add like terms. So 3x squared cubed. Add like its one thing by itself, plus 2x squared. Add like terms, now I can say it, plus x plus 4. Right? Just add Distributing I like terms. Next one we're multiplying. So remember when you multiply, you multiply the numbers, so you get -6. And then really with the variables, since you're multiplying it, x squared times x cubed, all you do is add the powers. So x5, y -3, y5, add the powers, y2. Dividing here. So 5x squared minus 10xy. So remember, you're dividing by a monomial, so we're just going to split it. 5x squared y over 5x. We do this in the beginning. Minus 10xy over 5xy plus 15xy squared over 5xy. And then reduce. So the 5's cancel, the y's cancel, there's only an x left. That's a little different. Xy's cancel, divide. So 2. 5 and 15 gets me 3, but the x's cancel. So it's plus 3y squared. I forgot a y. Plus 3y. And there we go. Over here, remember, so I talked about this a second ago, but not very well. Minus -1 just means flip it to the bottom. So it's the same thing as saying this. Like that. And then now you just split it. Just like we did the one right here. Just split it. 3a squared ab over ab minus 6ab over ab plus 5ab over ab. Reduce ab. Cancel. 1a cancels. There's only left 3a on top. A and b cancel. Only thing that's left is -6. This would be b squared, so there should be 1b left over, so it would be 5b. And that's the answer. Now the last problem of this thing is this. Now you could do synthetic division, you can do long division. I'm going to do synthetic because there's a thing I want to point out. So remember, this just means essentially divide by 3z minus 6. So a couple of things I want to point out here. Just like before, since there's a 3 in front, I have to divide everything by 3. So it's the same thing as saying 2z to the 6 plus 1z to the 4th minus 3z squared all over divided by 3, sorry. All over z minus 2. Right, divide everything by 2. 3. I get there. So like that. Now if we're going to do synthetic division, very important thing I want to go over right now. So we have 6z4 plus 3z4, 6z6, sorry. Man, I'm off. Sorry about this. I forgot we went down to here. So 2z6 plus z4 minus 3z squared. Now if you notice I kept a little space out, why is that? Because it has to go down in order. So this is 2z, it's ugly 2. I need a 5, so plus 0 z5. z4, I need a z3, plus 0 z3. I need a z1, so plus 0 z1. And I need a constant term, plus 0. So if you can do synthetic division, you have to go down in order. Exactly. So it's going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then over here, we're divided by the opposite, so positive 2. So bring it down, that's remainder. 2, multiply across, 4, add down 4, multiply across 8, add down 9, multiply across 18, add down 18, multiply across 36, so get 33, multiply across 66, add down 66, multiply across 160 plus 12, so 132, and then add down 132. So my answer here would be 2z to the 5th, that's an ugly 2, plus 4z4, plus 9z3, that's ugly 4, plus 18z squared. Remember, I started off as 1 lower than when I started, that's why I'm going down. Plus 33z, plus 66, remainder 132. Right, so if you're doing synthetic division, you have to go down in order. Now, if you're doing long division, I would actually recommend the same thing. So it'll be 6z6. I'll leave a space for 5 plus 3z4. I'll leave a space for 3 minus 9z squared. Like that. And we're dividing by 3z minus 6. Yeah, basic. So if I was doing this, again, you look at the first two and you go, okay, what do I multiply 3z by to get 6z? That would be 2z to the 5th. Multiply both, so I get 6z to the 6th. This guy times that guy is negative 12z to 5. Where would I put it? There's no z5. Well, there's like a plus 0 z5, so you gotta put it here. This is why so no matter what, you gotta go down in order. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. And now subtract. Don't forget to distribute the negatives. It becomes like a positive 12z5. It's a positive 12z5. Bring down the next term, plus 3z4. And just repeat the process. Then multiply 3z by to get 12z. That'll be a 4z4. Multiply both, so I get 12z4, 5. That times that gets me negative 24z4. Subtract. That makes this a positive actually. I get 56z4, and then we're going to continue on and keep on going. Right, so no matter what you do, it's going to get kind of messy. That's why in general choice, I do synthetic. Even though when it gets ugly like that, it's still easier than doing all this. That's the worksheet.